growth comes from stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth comes from stepping out of your comfort zone. Is this not a cliche? Is this not a social meme that we see all the time? But does it really? When you step out of your comfort zone, does it really give you personal and professional growth? That's a question that I don't know the answer to. But what I do know that is far more powerful than stepping out of your comfort zone is really simple: being brutally honest. Being brutally honest about your business. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Today is all about brutal honesty. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Susan, Jamie. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to JT in the Raw Show 151. And it is freezing cold here in Sydney. It's 8 degrees. There's a breeze coming up. And where the hell am I? Well, let me see if I can give you an indication. For those that are overseas, check that out. That is the gorgeous Sydney Harbour Bridge down by the harbour. If you love the look of that, give me a love heart right now, because it is a gorgeous city this morning. It's just bloody cold. Where are you? Tell me in the comments below. Where are you at the moment? Where are you watching this show? Scott Robertson, I could probably guess where you are. You're whale watching, I'm sure. So today's show is about brutal honesty. Today is about getting serious in our business and being honest about what we're achieving and where we're at. What I want to share is what I saw this week. What I saw this week. How important is the environment that we are in order to be brutally honest? How your peers will help you become brutally honest, and the impact that that will have on you, both personally and professionally, when you are brutally honest. Good morning, Jack Bury. Great having you on board. Jacob, another JT. Good morning. How are you? Oh, yeah, you guys can see me, so that's okay. That's good. All right, I got a few shout-outs this morning. Ken Brindle over there in San Francisco. Good afternoon to you, my friend. So a few shout-outs. Got some shout-outs to the Aussie club owners that joined me for the Industry Leaders Roundtable this week. That was a terrific meeting. I really appreciate all your input and your giving at that meeting. Thank you for that. And then today, I've got the New South Wales Personal Trainers Industry Leaders Roundtable. So looking forward to working with you guys. I know some of you are currently or have just finished your workout at Barry's Boot Camp. So I look forward to seeing you guys in about half an hour. William, good morning. George, good morning. Where is everybody? That is the question of the day. Put in the comments below. Where are you watching the show right now? I saw Jamie's up there in Brisbane. Tony, good morning. Also got a big shout out to all my coaching clients. I want to say a huge thank you for you guys rescheduling your appointments till next week because my roundtable today. So thank you to my coaching clients. And I also want to give a big shout out to everybody that's in the active management community. We've got a Facebook page and it is going off with the amount of questions and engagement that is happening on there. We started that page, opened that page up around about 3, maybe 4 months ago now. It's grown to nearly 800 members and people are asking unreal questions. So thank you to everybody who's in the active management community page. I really appreciate that. If you are not in that page and you would like to be in that page, just put AMC in the comments below. I'll send you a link so you can join that page. It is really useful for anyone in the fitness industry. Right, well, let's get down to what we're talking about today. Remember, this is JT in the Raw Show 151, where I chew the thin on business, and after 30 years in business, I have just a few things to chew, and I know a little bit about being brutally honest. So this is what happened this week. This is what happened. First up, we did an external audit of sales systems inside a business. So we had some mystery shoppers go through and we looked at their business. We went through the sales process and we were able to give some feedback. Now, fortunately for the person that owned that business, they were prepared for brutal honesty around their sales process. Because they said, don't coat this. We need to know what we're doing well and what we're doing poorly in order to get better. I need to know what we're doing well so I can reward and praise people, but we also need to know what we could do better. And I need you to be brutally honest with me. Now that in itself takes a lot of courage. So as a business owner, we need to have that courage to open ourselves up if we want to get better. If indeed we want to get better as a business leader, whether we want to get better personally or whether we have systems that we want to get better, if we want to get better, we have to open ourselves up to that brutal honesty from people that we respect. Now, while you're going through that process, while we were going through that process and we were providing direct feedback to that owner about the sales process, I was greatly concerned that the other people in the room were not getting value from that conversation. I was worried that we were so focused on the person that owned the business that asked for that feedback that the other people around the room were not getting value from that discussion. So I asked them, I said, are you guys getting value from this? Good morning, Chris Stevenson. How are you over there? Where are you? Are you still in Philadelphia or are you back in LA? Good morning, Adala. Great having you on board this morning, watching live. So I asked them, are you getting any value out of this discussion? And you know what they said? It was a resounding yes. And they said this, yes, we are getting value because it's turning the mirror on our business. While we're critiquing what they're doing, we turn the mirror around and look at our own business. And I said, wow, that's really interesting. And here's the words that they used, not my words, they used. If we are brutally honest with ourselves, then maybe we are making the same mistakes that this lady is making in her business. Maybe we are making the same mistakes in our process if we are brutally honest. And this is the challenge that I see a lot in business, is that we are not brutally honest about our business. Perhaps our ego takes over. Perhaps we just want to bullshit. I don't know what it is, but what I do know is that your systems are not 100%, that your organisational chart has not been updated recently perhaps, that your KPIs haven't been changed, your job descriptions haven't been updated, you haven't innovated, you haven't progressed as a business. Because you're too busy working in the business, you haven't actually worked on the business, but as a result, you have fallen behind. But something is stopping you being brutally honest about that progress, about your business. Your job as the leader of your business or of your department, even of your sporting team, is to be brutally honest. I mean, fair income. I'm a rugby fan. If I was the head coach of the Waratahs and I was brutally honest, I've screwed up, and I would wonder after the seasons, the consecutive seasons, whether I should still have a job if I was brutally honest. Now that takes courage, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what I'm imploring you to have to get better as a business, but you to get better personally, is to drop your ego and really look at what your business is doing, or your department is doing, or your team is doing, and be brutally honest about it. So, here's what I reckon. Oh, as I said, it's only 10 degrees. Where are you watching this show? Please share in the comments below. Where are you watching the show today? Because we're talking about being brutally honest. Oh, it's freezing. Now, it's really important that in order to be brutally honest, you need to be in a very safe environment. You need to be in a circle of trust. Now, sometimes that brutal honesty will come from your peers, because those peers will ask the difficult questions. They will ask questions that you simply don't have the intestinal fortitude to ask yourself. They will challenge you. like no one else has challenged you. But you have to be in that circle of trust. You have to be in an environment where you feel uber comfortable to have people challenge you. Good morning, hashtag KPM. Darren Roberts, good morning. Adala's at Neutral Bay. You're just over there. You've got the sun behind your back and I've got the sun in my eyes. You see, for us to be brutally honest in business, we need people to help us. We need people that we trust. And when I say trust, we know that they're coming from a place where they're making us better, where their desire is to make our business better or to make us personally better. They ask us the most difficult questions. Do you have someone in your life, or do you work with someone that asks you the most difficult questions about your progress, your performance, your business? Do you? Because if you don't, you need to go and find someone that does. You need those people to challenge you, because when they do, that allows you to be brutally honest and drop your freaking ego and be honest. Because being brutally honest is hard work. It is not easy to be honest about what we're trying to do in business. Our ego does take over. We don't like seeing a weakness in what we're doing. But if we are going to progress, if we are going to develop personally and professionally, if we're going to take our business to the next level, we must be brutally honest about our performance. We must be brutally honest about where we are with business. Good morning, Benny. Good morning, Emma. How are you guys? The reward in our life when we are brutally honest is we get better. We improve. Now, sometimes that might mean we earn more money. Sometimes that might mean we have more success. Sometimes that might mean we have more time off. I don't care what the end result that you're trying to achieve is, but when you're brutally honest, it will make that journey smoother because you'll have a better performance. You'll have an improved business. What do you think? Who's up for this? Because I guarantee it will be a growth mindset. It will grow you personally when you are brutally honest. We often talk about this in the fitness industry with our clients. We often say to our clients, okay, be brutally honest. Are you eating the food that you need to eat in order to lose weight? But the question is, are we brutally honest about our own business? That's what I'm challenging us for today in JT in the Raw, show 151. Will you be brutally honest in your business? Will you? Give me a love heart right now, whether you're watching live or on replay, if you are going to work on being brutally honest in order to get better at your business. That's what I want to know from you today, if you're going to have that commitment. So guys that are watching from the round table, thank you for the forum that you guys set, because you set an environment where people can feel comfortable being honest, where they can drop their egos, where we can drop what we're allegedly doing in business and be really brutally honest in order to get better. Do you know anyone that could get brutally honest in their business? If you do, tag them in the comments below. I'd love them to watch the show. I'd love them to get this insight around being honest in our business. I just keep drilling this into us, because if we are going to get better, we have to be honest about what we're doing, and brutally honest is what we have to be. What's happening next week for me? Well, next week I've got a whole bunch of coaching clients. Well, first of all, today I'm going to be working with the Personal Trainers New South Wales Roundtable. Going to be working with them here in Sydney. I've got 12 coaching sessions next week with clients. But really the highlight for me of what is happening over the next 7 days is tomorrow morning, when there is a top of the table clash with Beecroft Netball Club going up against Normanhurst. It is top of the table clash in the under 11s. Can't wait. Bring it on. 9:30 tomorrow morning if you're around. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. All right, just a couple of reminders. If you want to know anything about the Industry Leaders Roundtable for club owners or for personal trainers, put ILR in the comments below. If you ever want to do any business coaching with me or an Energizer call, just put coaching in the comments below. I'll send you a link. And of course, if you're in the fitness industry and you are not in the active management community, put AMC in the comments below, AMC, and I'll send you a link to jump into that community. Ladies and gentlemen, it is still 8 degrees. The wind is freezing. Where are you watching the show? Are you as cold as me? Today we talked about being brutally honest. Today we talked about being brutally honest. Your task moving forward is this. Get in a circle of trust. Get with some peers that will ask you the most difficult, horrible questions in order for you to peel back what you do in your business to identify how you can get better. They've got to be people that you trust because they're coming from a place of love, not from a place of destruction. They're coming to help you get better. Drop your ego. Drop thinking everything you do is perfect and start thinking, how can I get better? Be brutally honest. That is what I am challenging you to do this week. And if you're prepared to accept that challenge, whether you're watching live or on replay, give me a love heart right now. David, good morning. Jody over there in the Wild Wild West, good morning to you. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I love to finish with this on every single show. So today it is quote of the week. It's a beauty and it's a long one. No matter what you do, no matter your business, if you want to truly lead, get really business honest. So honest, it hurts. You like that? You want it again? Here it is again. No matter what you do, no matter your business, if you want to truly lead, get really business honest. So honest, it hurts. No matter what you do, no matter your business, if you want to truly lead, get really business honest. So honest, it hurts. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been tuned to JT in the Raw Show 151, coming to you live from Sydney. Let me just show you one last view of our magnificent harbour. It's gorgeous down here in Sydney, but it is cold. So please, if you know anyone that you think could get benefit from watching this show around getting brutally honest in their business, love you to share the show. Just tag them in the comments or even hit share and just share it to everybody you know. Ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate you coming on every single week, and I will see you next Friday for JT in the Raw Show 152. Catch ya on the flip side.